Okay, wait a second. Let me back up because I missed something as I was waiting for that video to upload. I missed something that I'm supposed to bring out in verse 9. Notice, I was bent on this word that we preach. He's saying here, we preach. And I missed verse 9. He says, verse 9, that if you confess with your mouth that the Master Yahushua and believe in your heart. Notice, he mentioned confess with your mouth first. This is the law of reversal. This is what he loved to do. Anyone can't confess with their mouth first and then believe in their heart. But this is what he said. And the Christians fixed it up. When the Christians said, when we were Christians, we always say, you must believe in your heart and confess with your mouth. That's the right order. But the order he came out with at the beginning, the initial order, confess with your mouth. You can't confess something with your mouth you don't even know. You don't even believe in your heart. You can't confess it. I have to go to work. I'm going to confess with my mouth before I get a job. I'm going to go to work. I don't even have a job. So you have to believe first and then confess. And then he kind of fixed it. He fixed it up in verse 10. For with the heart, now he's talking about the heart, one believes unto righteousness. And then he says the mouth. And with the mouth, confession is made unto salvation. Now, he's hoping everybody missed verse 9 when he just used the law of reversal. This is how the enemies work. He used the law of reversals in different places and you won't even notice it. All right. He's teaching us how to get salvation. And this is the word that he's proclaiming. You believe in your heart, confess with your mouth, you shall be saved. This is another way. This is my point. Did the Most High say this? Absolutely not. We've seen what he said over and over. He repeated it over and over. He didn't say, believe in your heart and confess with your mouth and you will be saved. That's not what he said. He intended for us to keep and do all that he commanded us. Now, let me explain something about this belief. This is what the Christians, they bent on belief. Their belief. It's their belief where they get their salvation from. Remember, they believe in their heart and confess with their mouth. Your belief is not going to do you any good. What? Yeah. We have people. Let's look at our people. Let's look at some of our wicked people. Let's look at the most wicked camp we have. They believe in the Almighty. Let's look at the churches. They believe in the Almighty. They'll tell you he exists. They believe Shaul's letters. They believe in the heart, confess with your mouth, how you get salvation. Look at the most wicked camp. They believe he's Almighty. They believe we should keep the law, statutes, and commandments. They believe it. They believe in heaven. They believe in Shaul. They believe it. They can believe it and confess it. Our people, before we were kicked out of the land, they believed. They believed they were the seed of Abraham. They believed we supposed to be in the land. They believed they served the Most High, but they were serving idols. They were doing wicked things. See, you can believe and do wickedly. Why? How can I make this statement? Look at our camps. Look at how the Most High have used the scriptures and showed us how to distinguish between the clean and the unclean. You tell these same people, you know that trumpet you blowing on, you know the Most High didn't command that. See, they believe we ought to blow on trumpets during the memorial blowing of the trumpets. And they get this trumpet that's sanctioned by the Babylonian Talmud. Not the Most High. The Babylonian Talmud gives you permission to blow on this horn. And they blow on it. And they think they're saved. But Jacob's trouble coming. See, we don't know what salvation is. You're going to have to, your actions, we're going to see this. On that day, the Most High going to judge us according to what we do. And not what we believe. Did not James tell us? Did not James warn us about this? We got a warning from James. James 2:19. This is what it says. You believe that there is one mighty one. You do well. Even the demons believe and tremble. The demons believe. The wicked ones believe. Belief don't get you anywhere. But our people believe this, that their belief will get their salvation. When they believe in their heart, confess with their mouth, they shall be saved. That's easy. That's simple. We already know. The easy way will lead to Shaul. The Most High is requiring something. I showed you the requirement. Nowhere did we read he wants us to believe in our heart and confess with our mouth. No way did he say that. And if he said, and Shaul says something different, the people go with Shaul. Isn't that amazing? This is where we live. Watch this. Galatians 1:6-9. And then I'm moving on. As I was doing this one popped up in my head here. I marvel that you are turning away so soon from him who called you in the favor of the Mashiach to a different. I'm going to read this like it is. The favor of Christ. He's talking about the Roman deity. I know who he's talking about here. To a different spell. This word gospel, I told you. The English language is cast. When we speak to each other, we cast spells on each other. And this message is a spell, which you get from the new. You don't find gospel. You don't find the spell in the old. Why is that? But you look in the new, you'll see this spell. So he's saying anyone bring a different message, which is not another, but there are some who trouble you and want to pervert it's the spell of Christ. See, there's some people out there that want to pervert and say that this is another message. This is different. There's people out there that will say Christ was a Roman deity. This is not the Mashiach. He's talking about Christ. Anyone follows Shaul, I said this, they follow Christ. They are Christians. Christ is in Christians. Go ahead and continue celebrating Christmas because you are a Christian. You follow Christ. The Christians gave us Christmas. The Romans are Christians. They call on Christ. You're in with them. The righteous, the few, they're going to be calling on the Mashiach, knowing that he is the King of Yasharal. But even if we say, watch this, even if we, or watch this, or a Malak from heaven, a Malak from Shamaim, preach any other message to you that we have preached to you. So this is a message we preach to you. If anybody else come to you with another message, whether it be us, whether it be a Malak from Shamaim, let him be accursed. What in the world is he saying? If a Malak come down from Shamaim with a word from the Most High, don't you call him a curse? He wants you to say, let him be accursed. And the message, the Torah, is another message. A completely different message. So he's telling you, when you hear a different message, you know, you shall keep and do and perform all my laws, statutes, and commandments. That's another message. That's not believe in your heart and confess with your mouth. That's another message. He said, let the one that gave it, Moshe and the Most High, let them be accursed. Because notice, he said it came down from Shamaim. He doesn't care if it come down from Shamaim. This is a wicked one, family. And we need to know this is another way. We're talking about the two ways. This is the wrong way. This is the way that leads you to Shaul. This is not the way of the Most High. This is an evil way. This is a Roman way. This is a Christianity way. This is man's way. He says, verse 9. And we have said before, so now I say again, he's going to repeat it, say it again. If anyone proclaims another message to you than that you have received, let him be accursed. No. If anybody proclaim another message other than Torah, let him be accursed. See, this is how the righteous think. I'm going with Torah. The prophets and the Torah. Yahushua told us. He gave us, up until John, we had the prophets and the Torah. Until that time, the message of the kingdom has been proclaimed. It's been already proclaimed. And everyone pressing to it. But what do we have today? Many people pressing towards Shaul. No, let Shaul word be a curse. Because it goes against Torah. I can do this all day long, showing the difference. Psalms 25:4. This is what we should do. This is what we should say to the Most High. Show me your ways. Forget Shaul. Show me your ways. Because there are many paths. Many paths. But it's only two ways. All these paths are going to lead to the same way. All these different paths, they're going to lead to destruction. These man-made paths. And there's only one path for the Most High. You're going to find it in his Torah. This is the right way. That was the other message. The way. There's only one way to the Most High. Show me your ways, O Yahuwah. Teach me your paths. Teach me the things I must do. We must do this. We must do that. If we get in this situation, we have to do something else. We're in a time and situation where we're not in the midst of our people. We're not dwelling in the land. We don't have a king. We don't have Louis. So there are things that we have to do that they didn't do. We can't do them because of our circumstances. Psalms 51:13. It says, then. See, after he show us his ways, we know them. We walk in them. We exercise them. We do them. Then I will teach transgressors your ways. See, they tried to show Shaul the ways of the Most High, but he didn't believe. He didn't do. And the wicked shall be converted to you. What wicked? Those that's doing things contrary to Torah and the prophets, those that's we're going to make known to them. And then they can change and start doing what's right and what's required of us. We show them what's required. What does the Most High require for us? And then they activate it. They have to do it. You don't just believe. You're not going to get no one will get into the kingdom believing. No one will inherit salvation just believing. Do nothing and believe. No, that's something the Most High requires. And he said, you shall perform my word. We have to perform his word. We have to do his word. Proverbs 2:13. From those who lead the path of uprightness, we have those that leave the path. They were on the path. Our people in the land, they were doing what they were supposed to do. They were on the right path. And they leave the path of righteousness to walk in the ways of darkness. See, here are the two ways. How can you, on the path, doing what you're supposed to do, and then you leave the path in order to walk in the ways of darkness? You leave the Most High's path. We have no way to walk but in the ways of darkness. Do we see Shaul on the path? No. No, he was on a path that will lead our people to darkness. And we have to sound the alarm. We have to say something. Proverbs 14:2. He who walks in his uprightness fears Yahuwah. When you walk upright, you will fear the Most High. You won't be saying stuff like the words I proclaim to you. You know, it's the word that I proclaim to you. The word is near you. It's in your mouth. What word? The word I proclaim to you. And these words be my words, not Torah. These words be my words. You see, I don't fear him doing this. But he who is perverse in his ways despise him. You know, circumcision is nothing. Keeping Shabbats is nothing. Don't let no one judge you according to keeping the Shabbats. Festival days, new moons. Don't let them judge. Don't let them tell you right from wrong. This is what he said. This is he who perverse in his ways. They despise him. They don't want to have anything to do with that covenant. They don't have anything to do with that land. So they go around away from the land, reaching other people.